Morning, good morning. I have some news that I need to share with you all, and I want to start off by saying, first of all, that she is okay. Carol-Ann is okay, but she's been on quite a journey these past few weeks. I just want to make sure that I've got myself up in, that I am live streaming. Yes, I am, which is great. Okay, so 3 weeks ago, just over 3 weeks ago, Carol-Ann wasn't feeling too well. And this had been a little while coming. And she went to get some medical attention, and they decided they needed to keep her in. The diagnosis was a particular type of heart complaint, which was completely treatable and would take about 3 months to heal. And we fully expected her to be home within the next day or so. She just had one more test to have before they could give her the go-ahead to come home. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. In case you missed the very beginning, Carol-Ann is okay. I'm here today to share exactly what has been occurring for her. She went and had an angiogram, and they discovered that she needed open heart surgery. Oh, sorry. It's been really emotional, very emotional, but she's okay. But you know me, guys, you know me, I cry at the drop of a hat. And when it's something so deeply emotional and deeply personal, I can't help it. Oh gosh, I can hear Carol-Ann saying, it's all right, Anayah, breathe, just breathe. So can't hear anything. Okay, hang on a sec, what's going on? All right, one moment, please, just one moment, everyone. Can anyone else hear me? Elaine, can you hear me? Belinda, can you hear me? No, Belinda can't hear anything. Elaine, are you able to hear me? Gabby, can you hear me? Just let me know what's happening. I'm going to check my microphone settings. There you go. Now you can hear me. Oh, I don't know who that is. So I'm going to, oh, it's Carol-Ann. Carol-Ann, do you know you're here? Carol-Ann, do you know you're here, darling? No, she doesn't. So I will stop her video because I don't think she realized she was with us. If you want to come back on, Carol-Ann, darling, just put your video back on or send me a text message. Okay, Belinda, you can hear me now? Yes. Belinda, great, fantastic. Okay, I'm going to start all over again as if I've just arrived. Welcome, everyone. I have some news that I'd like to share with you about Carol-Ann. Now, first of all, I want to say that she is okay. She's doing really, really well, but she's been on quite a journey these past months. Carol-Ann was not feeling too well a few weeks ago, and she went to get medical attention, and they needed to keep her in. Originally, they thought it was something to do with her heart that would be treatable and would take about 3 months to fully recover from, and she would be home probably in a day or two. They just had one more test to do, which was an angiogram, and they sent her off to a bigger hospital, to the PA hospital, where she had the angiogram, and it was discovered there that she would need open heart surgery, and she would need it immediately. This, as you can imagine, was quite a startling turn of events. We weren't expecting it. That's why we hadn't mentioned anything on my last show, where Tibeth, God love you, stepped up and filled in for Carol-Ann. This time has been incredibly powerful in so many ways. It really has. I love her so much. And even though she's fine, it's been very, very emotional. Hang on a sec. I've just not been able to come on. And Carol-Ann told me to breathe, darling. So yeah, so it's only now that I have felt capable, really, of coming on and sharing with you all what's been happening. And coupled with that, there have been some other things happening in my personal life as well. Many of you know there was a death in my family, and since then 2 friends have passed also. So this has been an incredibly deeply emotional time for me. And being here to support Carol Ann is absolutely wonderful and vital, and such a privilege. She just sent me, God, I love you, Carol Ann. She's just sent me a text message. Breathe beautiful. See, she's just my right wing girl. There you go. Carol Ann, as you all know, is so incredibly positive and powerful and kind and loving and generous. And we've talked about this a bit, and it's now time for her to spend this time with herself. Her husband, Barry, has been beautiful, as you can imagine. Her whole family has been taking extremely good care. I want to say a big thank you to all the doctors and nurses and support teams, the cleaners, everybody at both the I can't remember, Redlands Hospital and the PA Hospital, for taking such brilliant care of Carol Ann, really making sure that she had absolutely everything she needed when she needed it. We are so truly blessed here in Australia to have such first-class medical attention at our fingertips. So a great big thank you for that. Belinda says, I can hear you and feel you. Elaine sending you lots of love. Look at you all. How lovely you are. Sending love and strength, Danielle says. We have Jenny with us. We have Kim is with us. It's wonderful to know. And so many people, Gabby, so many people have turned up for you, Carol Ann, and everybody is sending you so much love, which is just such a beautiful thing in itself, isn't it? I'm going to just get a statement from Carol Ann for you now, guys, so I can share with you in her own words what she would like you all to know. So just bear with me one little moment while I go get that. Here we go. Okay. Carol Ann shares. There's been a lot going on in the Angel Heart Radio host group, I can tell you. Here we go. Here she is. Good morning, beautiful Angel Heart Radio family. She's so glad to be home. When she wrote this, it was early morning and the birds were singing. It's been an amazing journey. 3 weeks ago, I felt pain and I knew that my body was not in a good place. Barry dropped me to the emergency department and went to park the car, but because of COVID restrictions, he was unable to see her again for some time. She said, I placed myself in the hands of our wonderful health system and the angels. I had no choice other than to surrender to all that was happening. 2 hospitals, amazing doctors and nurses. Later, I have had 3 coronary artery bypass grafts, and I am preparing for 12 weeks of rehabilitation. I'm so blessed to have received love and healing support from so many. Step by step. Breathe. Step by step, I will journey through my rehabilitation and all that it brings. And true to form, Carol Ann is a light, even as she recovers for so many of us. A wonderful inspiration, a powerful presence here on planet Earth. Welcome, Doug. Thank you for being with us. This journey that Carol Ann has been on has opened many, many doors of healing in many ways for her, for myself as well. And Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. So much love is coming through and support in the comment section, Carol Ann. this opportunity to really delve so very deeply into what has been and continues to be a powerful healing journey with many, it's like layers, isn't it? And one day Carol Ann will feel great. The next day she's very, very tired. And it's taking those gentle steps and resting. She's doing a lot of resting, a lot of healing. Erin says, thank God she went to the hospital immediately. Glad to hear she is okay. And this is such a powerful message for us all. Now, Carol Ann will talk about this when she is back on air with us. When she is ready, she won't be back until she's ready. Until then, I'm holding the fort, Carol Ann. I'm going to be here. The symptoms of heart issues are very different for women than they are for men. So at first, Carol Ann didn't realize what was happening. So I urge you all to make yourself aware of what the symptoms are, because they're very easily overlooked in women, very easily overlooked. Having this journey and now Carol Ann's rehabilitation, I want to gather all of you so close and invite you all to really send lots of really positive thoughts and energies to Carol Ann and her family to support her in this way. Because at the end of the day, you don't expect it, do you? Especially with someone like Carol Ann. And it just goes to show that we are all on a healing journey in one way or another, and that our journeys are beautiful in themselves. But usually we see that in retrospect, right? These journeys aren't always easy. But Carol Ann, having such a strong faith, such a powerful connection to her guides, the celestial dragons, the angels, herself, her own heart. This has opened her in beautiful ways. And when you think about what I've just said, she was literally, her heart was literally open. The symbology of it is very powerful. And it's a great reminder to us all to take good care of ourselves and always let people know what is happening. Look, I'd have to put my hand up and say, honestly, I'm one of those people, which you've seen yourself just recently, that when I'm really going through something, I just withdraw. I go into my cave. No one hears from me. And that is something I'm working on. I'm working on making sure that I reach out more. Now I do make sure I let someone know how I'm feeling. My family, Carol Ann, make sure you do, please, everyone. Some people are alone, live alone, maybe feel isolated with COVID. Make sure you reach out to people. Make sure you take the steps you need to take to feel connected. Reach out to us if we can support you in any way. Erin says, Carol Ann, may they be wrapped in healing pink energy. That's beautiful. Annie is with us. Thank you for joining us, Annie. Yeah, Belinda says she was wondering what was happening. So just to recap for those of you who have just joined us, Carol Ann is fine. She's doing really well. She's healing. She is recovering. She is on her journey of recovery and rehabilitation. She has had open heart surgery very unexpectedly and as an emergency surgery. But she's really doing well now. It's been 3 weeks today since her surgery. So that was what I needed to come and share with you today. Carol Ann and I had discussed sharing this information with you, and I actually had planned to do it quite a bit earlier, but I just couldn't. I even set up all ready to go, and I just was emotionally not ready. But I'm back now. I'll be back next week as usual. It's all going to be usual from now on. Today would have been our readings show. So I was thinking earlier, I'm not going to make any promises, but if things flow tomorrow, I just saw someone walk through there and I can see that I'm dropping off camera every now and again, but just, it's okay. So if I'm around at the same time, usual show time tomorrow, I might come and do a few readings for you all. I do love that, as does Carol Ann. Elaine says, wrapping you both in the emerald light frequencies of healing and the pink ray of love. Gosh, you guys are beautiful. Thank you for all your support. Big hugs. For me. Oh, thank you, Erin. Bless you. That's so kind of you. So I'm going to leave it here for now. And let's all, in this moment, imagine that we're holding hands. We're all surrounding Carol Ann with heaps of love and gentle kindness, compassion, lending the support that we can that way. Thinking as many good thoughts as we can, positive thoughts, loving thoughts, kind thoughts, seeing her back with us when she's ready. And let's just take this moment. Just breathe together and radiate from our heart beautiful, loving, kind, gentle, powerful, radiant love from our hearts to Carol Ann's and her families. Sending it out, radiating it out, beaming it to her from all around the world. And I bet she can feel it so beautifully. Thank you all. You're all wonderful. We appreciate you. We value you. And man, oh man, are we ever so incredibly fortunate to have you as a part of our world and to be a part of yours. So thanks, everyone. Lots and lots of love. Keep an eye out for all the great things coming up on Angel Heart Radio. Oh, it just came in then. I don't know what it is, but I think something new is coming. Woo, something very exciting. So we love you. Belinda says, we love you too, Belinda. It's always a pleasure to see you with us. And a big thank you to everyone who joins us on our Angel Heart Radio Facebook page, for all of our hosts in our live stream and leaving comments for us. And I personally love, and I know Carol Ann does too, that for us, we see your comments while we're on the show. We get to make you a part of whatever program it is that we're presenting. And it feels very connected and immediate that we're with you. So I really appreciate that. So take care, everyone. Lots and lots of love. And we'll be back with you very soon. Bye, sweetie pies. Love you, Carol Ann.